Welcome to RT Pod. I am going to be your host today, Blizz Bear, and today with me I have...
Hi everyone, I'm Kai.
Hi, I am Chris Demarais.
I'm Griff.
And I'm Blizz. Hell yeah, I did it.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
This is my first time hosting an RT Pod.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah,
then I won't give you my unsolicited advice.
What is it?
What was it? No, I'll
It
take
was
criticism
just
now.
like, I know you, and I'm like, oh, you could tell you were a little anxious to the beginning. Because you were just like, you were like trying, it's almost as if you were reading the script in your head as you were saying it, instead of just feeling it.
This is like a big podcast, and I'm just like sitting
But you're
in
a big
Gus's
deal, Blizz.
I know, I'm sitting in Gus's big chair.
Yeah, Gus
and
is
I'm
a big chair.
But aren't you taller than Blizz?
No, Gus. No, I
big
think Gus is
No,
taller
Gus
than
is
me.
taller.
No.
Oh, okay, then
Gus
you do.
tall.
I guess we'll see.
Gus is tall.
Yeah, I'm in the big chair, and Gus is,
But if I was going to put money on it, I bet you would win
beat
in a
Gus
fight.
in a fight. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you would beat Gus's
Like,
ass.
It's super weird because I feel like Chris and I relate a lot. Like, I want to be Chris when I grow up. Weird enough.
Oh, you
Is
don't
that
want that.
No? Okay, never mind. I want to defy God every day.
yeah, like Chris does.
Like Chris does every day.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm intruding on a circle of STFness here, and I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, do I have one?
Yeah.
Wait, you said 2, right?
Yeah.
Can I have the black cherry? Okay, I need to
drinking
start
water.
drinking this now so I can like drive later.
Kai,
so lightweight.
Kai is a lightweight.
I'm so lightweight.
I took Kai out not took her out. We were out like a couple weeks ago.
You
and
were a problem, and you were a problem that night.
You had one White Claw and one Pina Colada, and you're like, I gotta wait. I gotta drive
Wait, was that the
home.
night that Chris was with us too?
No.
No?
No.
This was a
That was the-
karaoke.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was a good night.
But the time that Chris was with us, I was also a problem because
Yeah.
I'm the type of... So something you need to know about me.
You're a problem.
I am a problem
Problematic.
in a sense of like, I like getting people together.
Yeah.
And then once they're together, my immediate thing is, do you want a green tea shot?
Yeah.
And then we'll all take
we'll get
shots.
green
That's
tea
not a
shots.
bad thing.
No. It's
not.
I think
BK
that's
is
a
very
beautiful.
similar.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
also, I do that now too. Whenever I'm with people, I make them do two things. If we're at Cheer Ups, I make them do a green tea shot, then I take them to the other place, and then make them do the tequila shot.
It's like
bringing
so nice.
It's so
people
nice.
together and then making them
Drink alcohol
have
against their
fun
will.
is like that's beautiful.
Yes, and that's why I see myself as the hero at the end of the day. Because, I'm doing
So can I
such a
tell my
good-
side of the story for that night?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what happened was we show up to Blizz's house, and while we're there,
Oh yeah, you pregame with
No.
Blizz. No?
Pregame's a strong word. Let's start by saying I am a lightweight.
You are.
And by lightweight, that means I can honestly have 2 drinks and be good. Not drunk, but like just good, right?
Yeah.
But that night, we started with 2 tequila shots, courtesy of Blizz Bear. Because we were at his house. He said, take one. I'm like, what? No. And first of all, he gave me this double shot glass and said, this is a shot. And
What
I said,
is
no,
it?
it's not.
Okay, so what's the volumetric? Like, what's the
I don't know.
volume of
If you
a-
can spell
ounces.
volumetric, I'll tell you.
Volumetric?
Ounce and a half.
Ounce and a half is
And
the
sometimes
tall,
a cup.
Is
It
a
was
tall
like-
boy. No,
It was one of the tall ones. It was
a
like
tall
this
one,
big.
but it
Yeah.
was skinny.
those are.
And he filled it to the top.
Those are like 2 ounces, aren't they? It's like extra half.
Yeah,
ounce, aren't
right?
they?
It's like almost like it's meant for a double shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I refused.
Hey, that's
you
good.
You said no, thank you. I'm good.
Thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. They gave me the smaller one. I took a shot of the smaller one, and I was like, ooh, burn.
Yeah.
And then as we're leaving, Blizz like, Uber's here. But wait, another. And I said, another. He said, another.
You gotta have fun.
You
in
gotta
the
get your
Uber.
road boy. Your
Yep.
road dog.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
took another. Was that the time we had the crazy Tesla with the aerospace engineer dynamic design? Remember
I don't
BK was in the back with Squid in the Tesla that had the aerospace engineer design?
I think that was a
Yes.
different.
I think that was it.
That was
No,
a-
that was it.
Is that it? I don't remember
Yes.
Squid at karaoke.
I have no memory of
No,
this.
it wasn't karaoke.
Oh,
this
this
It was
is
when we hung out with
Chris
this
Chris.
is when I met
Okay,
your.
Chris night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So many nights.
already 2 shots in, and then also I get my own drink, so that's 3. And also,
You don't drink.
then also Blizz gives me. She's like, "What you want?" I said, "Anything with tequila," because I'm trying. At least I'm trying to keep the tequila going.
Yeah.
He gives me another tequila drink. I'm like, "Cool, awesome." Also, BK gets us all the green tea shots.
Yeah.
Cool, still fine.
Delicious.
And at this point, I'm like, I know I'm buzzed because I can feel it in my body.
You get warm.
But I'm not acting, but like I don't feel buzzed. Like I know when I feel buzzed, I get ditzy.
You said I'm not drunk, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I said it's like I know I'm drunk just based on how my body feels, but I didn't.
your head was
my
clear.
head wasn't. I wasn't. Things weren't circling the way I needed them to be circling in my mind. So then Armando goes, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I'll take a tequila shot." And then Blizz goes, "I got a whole bunch of tequila shots for the table." I'm like, "Okay, tequila, we're keeping it consistent."
God,
and then
I'm a
we
good
go to the
friend.
next spot. And then Chris goes, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Tequila. I'll take a tequila sunrise." And I get
This
that.
is a good friend.
Mind you, now I'm 8 drinks in. I'm like, this is it.
No, that's when you transcend.
That's what you're
I
trying to
When you
transcended.
Chris is dangerous though. Chris
Yeah.
is dangerous in a different way than I'm dangerous because I'm dangerous early.
Yeah.
Chris is dangerous later in the game.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
is
is
a-
a
it's
Chris
1
is a let's
a.m.
keep going.
Yeah,
Actually,
Chris
no.
is a 1 a.m. Let's
I will
drink
say,
again.
I will say, Chris wasn't that for me though, because I'm here. I am 8 in.
Was it
Chris
Mondo?
hands me a tequila shot. I look at it. I smell it. I say, "Chris, you already bought it. I need to take." He said, "Kai, you don't need to do it." I'm like, "Chris, I don't want to do it. If I take this, I'm gonna throw up." He's like, "Kai, you don't need to do it." So you were very good for me that night.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want people to get
No,
drink too much.
You
or
want to
feel
have
bad.
fun.
Yeah,
not-
yeah. It's
not
like a
throw
fun.
up.
It's like a
Yeah,
fun.
it's a fun.
Yeah.
Can I be honest about something that I know?
Yeah.
About okay, so Chris, you and your partner offered my partner a tequila shot. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do it," and he pretended to take it in front of you. So bad saying this.
Why
He
are you?
pretended
Did you ask your partner if you could tell the
Where'd it
story?
go? Where'd it go?
I don't know where it went.
Was this
Was
in
that
my-
the-
wait,
Wait, was that
Was
the
this on my
shot that I
birthday?
was supposed to take? And then
I
It
think that's
probably
what
was. It was a shot that no one
I
wanted.
would've taken
Was
it
this on my
then.
birthday?
So-
The shot hurt.
Chris, basically what I'm saying right now is that I owe you a shot.
so you're telling me the shot that I would have thrown up ended up on the floor anyway?
Anyway.
Where did it end up?
Maybe I shouldn't have told that story. Yay! Chris, I owe you a shot. I owe you a tequila shot, which means that you have to hang out with me.
You
again.
have to hang out with us again.
Yeah.
I think we all have to hang out again.
And when you say you owe me one, that means you drink one.
Yes, I'm gonna. Oh,
You have to
Chris,
drink-
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
you
drink a
have to
tequila
drink
shot
it.
with you.
Okay.
You know
Why
this.
didn't JP just pass it off?
I don't know.
I'm the queen of like, I have a very trusting face. I'm the queen of like walking up to a random girl in the bar and being like, "Oh my God, okay, so like, this is the one, if I drink it, I'm going to throw up tomorrow. So like, do you want this?" Like, I'm the queen of that. I'm so good at
Can I
doing
say your
that.
Valley Girl voice was so good,
Thank you.
so good.
Thank you. I've honed it over many years. I'm the queen of that. I'm very good at making myself non-threatening.
You know what you do?
But
You take the shot, and if you have to get a cup with a straw in it, you take
Yeah.
a shot, and then you go immediately for the chaser.
Oh.
Just
push it
push the
just
shot
down.
straw.
But then I'm already tasting it. I might as well swallow.
Why don't you just pour it into the
that's
cup?
Backwash. That's nasty.
It's backwash, but like
Yeah, I saw
then you
that
split it
on
up
like bartender trip.
Yeah, it's bartender
trips.
tricks
This is
when-
bartender trip.
so the bartender
trick.
doesn't get drunk.
Yeah, when
while on the
like
show.
when there's like a bachelorette party,
know,
that's
they
like
want you to
take a
take a
shot, bitch, and it's like I already paid for it, it's yours. And then they go, okay.
Or if you're like a spy.
Or if
And,
you're a spy
like if you're a spy,
and you think it's poisoned,
no, I was gonna say, and you need to keep your wits about you
Clear
because
head.
yeah, because you don't, but you got to be your
no, if you're a spy, you know how to take your alcohol.
sure, but also
007.
exactly,
Shaken,
but
not
you also
stirred.
need to keep your wits about you. So
Are you-
sometimes you can't take,
you a
you have to.
spy?
No, I'm not a spy.
Chris is a spy. Chris is a
was
spy. That was very
unconvincing.
Can you tell me? Can you look me in the eyes and tell me that you're not a spy?
I don't want to. I think spy for who?
You tell us.
You tell us. We don't know.
I
Chris.
can't.
Did you
Chris,
sign an
I would say,
NDA?
Chris is here
this
for Viacom.
We all have to acknowledge, though, this setup right now is a very precarious time for Chris to admit to being a spy or something. We probably should not pressure or push any more than we already
Yeah, a spy for what?
For what?
Chris
Spy
sequel
for what?
biracial confirmed.
Stop. Cut it
is our
out.
biracial
We have
friend.
2 more days of Black Heritage Month. We're going to keep it
1. Today's 27th.
1.5. No, today's more than halfway over. Shoot.
You're counting the 27th right now as a day.
No, I'm counting just the 28th tomorrow.
We
Today's
have a
done.
few
Oh, yeah,
hours
no, Kai's
today.
counting
It's
down.
5 p.m. It's
hours.
over.
My day just started actually. Thank you.
Well, soon.
So Chris, I owe you a shot, and I wanted to be honest about it.
Thank you.
I
appreciate that.
Now we have to hang out and party again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
can't. Oh no.
unfortunately. Oh no, I gotta
we have
hang
to
out with Chris.
Chris.
Damn it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna say jinx.
Jinx, you
Did
owe me a
we?
soda.
You're supposed to knock on wood.
No, you're supposed to. I don't know.
Knock on wood is for luck.
Yeah.
Jinx, knock on wood, touch grass.
Huh?
Touch grass. Jinx, knock on wood, touch grass, eat ass. That's how it goes.
That's a great way. I like that one.
I've never heard of this.
That's what the kids say
I've only
today.
heard Jinx show me a Coke. That's
No,
it.
this is like when we were eating lunch and I was talking about tic-tac-toe.
And you said cat, and
Do
I
you
was
know
like,
what cat is in tic-tac-toe? When you like,
No.
someone's gonna relate to me
No.
on this.
No.
If I get
No,
one,
you're
if I
gonna
get
be
one
wrong.
supporter,
You're
if I
gonna
get
be
one
wrong.
supporter, it's when you do tic-tac-toe and you play with someone else, but there's no one wins at the end. So you just write C in the tic-tac-toe.
you said,
never-
you said cat though.
That's cat because it's cat.
I've never
C
heard
stands
of-
for cat.
either.
Why?
Because a cat
Can't
never
win tic-tac-toe?
a cat can never taste or like chase its own tail or something like that, and that's what that
I
means.
can't either.
Yeah, but that means that no one wins.
A cat?
Yeah, it's
What?
called it's
You
called
have
a cat's
Cat
game.
can never chase its own tail.
It's
Why
something
is
like
that the definition of a win?
It's not a no. It's not a win.
It's a
No one
draw.
won. It's a draw.
So why is that the definition of a draw?
But why are
'cause
cats
it's
Why
draw.
a cat?
I've never heard of this.
Does
This is
anyone
it.
cat's game? Yeah, someone's saying cat's game.
I've literally
Cat's
never
game.
heard of this before.
Yeah, this
I've
is amazing.
literally never heard
Yeah,
of this before.
He's making this up.
I'm not making this
He's
up. If
making
someone
it up.
else has said it.
Just because he repeated you, or she repeated, whoever it said, someone repeated you, and you
How do
maybe
we know that Lou is not talking about Cat Mario right now, which is an actual real thing,
That's
a
a real
game?
thing. Hey, Blizz,
Yeah.
since you're hosting, can you ask Chris about his stories?
Chris,
What?
I heard you got stories.
No, I just write down things that happen.
What's
But the thing is,
but
you were
what has
listing
happened?
things.
Can
yeah,
we
you have a
actually-
list.
I have
Alright.
a question. Can we actually hear the entire list first?
Yeah,
and then we
please.
all vote for the one
Choose
that we want to
one.
hear?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
Sure.
this. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm gonna these are only ones that I haven't told.
Okay.
Cheese It, Lube Fraud.
Is She's in Lube Fraud different?
Those are two different
Cool.
ones.
Okay. Good.
I was hoping maybe
Splinter
it was the same.
Herb,
Splinter Herb.
shaving outside,
Shaving. No, what? Keep going.
poop eating, Richard Dreyfuss Hunt, and then booger ears, and then booger table.
There's a lot
Okay, well,
of boogers.
Booger's
Booger's
his
the
dog.
dog.
Booger's my dog, for
Booger's
clarification.
his dog.
I would
Oh.
love to know about Lube Fraud.
All right,
I want to
Lube
know
Fraud.
Lube Fraud and Richard Dreyfuss Hunt.
I want to know shaving just because.
Shaving outside.
Outside.
Shaving what?
We've all been there.
We've all.
Huh?
No.
Well,
okay.
so
Don't
Lube
say that
Fraud.
about me.
Lube Fraud, please.
Okay,
I'm
yes,
begging.
Lube Fraud.
So, I a while ago ordered a thing of lube.
How big?
What kind?
It was a big one. You know,
Okay.
a big,
Did it have a pump?
yeah, pump.
Pump or a squeeze?
It was a pump.
It was a pump. Okay.
And I think it's from
Easy
it's
accessibility.
Walmart.
Yeah.
I didn't know they sold lube, but they do. So
I didn't know that they sold good lube.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll tell you the brand.
Astroglide?
No, it's
That's the bad
H2O.
It's liquid.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
it's good. It's good lube.
This liquid's good. Water based always.
And
It's the best.
And I
Does it work for
ordered
you?
it, and when it arrived, I wasn't ordering for anything particular. It wasn't like a special occasion.
Yeah.
It was
Just to have on hand.
Yeah,
just
You
have
always
on hand.
need
exactly.
lube.
Literally have on hand.
You
I
always need
carry
lube.
lube with me.
Yeah.
And
I have lube
so
in my backpack.
I got
right
lube
now.
in my bag.
Swag.
I might have. And now that I think about it, it might have been a 2-pack.
Okay.
It was a 2-pack.
Just
Just 'cause
two pump pack?
His and hers.
Well, just yeah. Just
Never do those.
Wait, why?
just it was like a 2-pack because it was like that's all they sold.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lube.
It's a lot of lube.
Lot.
That's like 2 months worth of lube.
I wasn't putting it in times, but like it arrived, but it was damaged, like all the lube everywhere. It was just
Ugh.
like a box of spilled lube.
Yeah, it was
you
a
know?
slick box.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
I
is
guess-
that disgusting?
I think what had happened
It's
is
just
it'd
a
been
lubey
dropped or
box.
A
something,
lubed up
and so
box,
like
and
the
it
things
cracked.
cracked.
That's more disgusting than the things you're doing using lube for.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Lube out of context is
Lube
disgusting.
out of context is not good.
disgusting.
So
Lube
I,
in context. Lube out of context.
I was like,
disgusting.
oh well, this sucks, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, went on to because I ordered it online on
Yeah.
like Walmart, and I was like,
It was all fucked up.
yeah, I was like, hey, got these lube. The products were damaged.
baby can hold
Can
so
I get
much lubes.
like? And I was like, oh, do you want to send more? I was like, I'll just take a refund because at this point I didn't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, actually, you need to contact the distributor
Wow.
for this. I'm like,
Like the online
like
storefront or
like
Sliquid?
no, as in like they're Walmart's distributor of the lube, which was, and I was like, that sounds like a lot
That
of work.
sounds like
I was
a
like,
lot of
can
work.
y'all just like refund it or whatever? Like, I don't really want to like be emailing people.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, we'll reach out to them and let you know if it's not refunded, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll contact you back, but we should be able to take care of it. I was like, cool. And then I didn't think much of it. Like a month or two go by.
2 months.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Time doesn't matter.
And
But I realized, I was like, oh, they never like refunded it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll like hit up. Next time I was like buying some, I was like on Walmart. I was like, oh, hey, they never did that thing. And like, oh, yeah, I don't know. You need to like contact them directly. And I'm like, God damn it. But part of me was like, and this is a waste of time, but it was also like $50 a lube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
This liquid's
call.
really expensive.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, whatever. This is annoying.
Yeah.
So they give me the email and I'm like, hey, I bought this lube on Walmart. Can y'all?
Hi, I'm Chris.
Yeah. Hi.
I host a podcast about plane crashes with my best friend Gus. I bought your product and it was wet when I got it. Can you help me,
already-
please?
And then they were like,
My hands are so slippery.
I can barely type this. And so I emailed, and they were like, you need to contact Walmart. I'm like, no, I already did that, man. Like twice.
I hate when
Yeah.
I hate when they give you the runaround.
They were doing the
runaround makes me violent.
And then they're like, what happened? I was like, it arrived damaged. And they're like, can you prove it? And I was like, actually, yeah, I can, because I had a picture of it. So I was like,
Prove
here's
it,
a
bitch.
picture of the broken lube.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well,
You're like, look at the timestamp.
yeah. I was like, and this is this
the
point. It was like
metadata.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
And
Check the
and they're like,
metadata.
all right, well, we'll follow up. We're gonna have to. No, they said something. You got to contact Walmart. And I said, God damn it.
Well, I already did that.
And so then I go to Walmart again, and this is weeks apart because I
Hello,
forgot about
Walmart.
it. At this
My
point.
name is Chris, and I have sex, and because of that, I bought your product, and it was
Yeah.
bad.
And then
Can
I was
please
like,
have my money.
Here's a
so then
picture
at
of
this
me.
point,
Don't I look
this is
like
like
I
my
fuck?
third time contacting Walmart, and they were like, I was like 3 months ago because like weeks went by because I
Yeah.
got busy and I forgot about
Have
it.
you bought lube since then?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
different
that's why I was like, I didn't want it to reship
Wait,
because I
wait,
bought.
wait.
Yeah.
Did you get it from Walmart again?
No,
Okay.
no,
I just wanted to know.
no, Amazon.
Yeah.
This next time.
No, Amazon.
New lube, unbusted.
Yeah, and then
Bezos.
so then
Jeff Bezos.
Walmart was like, hey, we tried, but you really got to contact them. I'm like, I've already. So then I like. I emailed again. Hey, yo, Walmart said you got to do it.
It's giving me Wells Fargo.
Yeah, and then they were like, we can't find you in the system. I'm like, I don't care. Just like it's like,
You just kept spamming the picture of the broken lube bottles.
Look, it's here.
and then at some point,
Look.
and then they end up saying, the end result was like, yeah, we can't find your system. Just go to your credit card and report it as fraud. And I was like, really? Like that was the best solution?
Couldn't they just send you another one?
Yeah.
That would have been so
can't
much
they just send
easier
you
than.
I
another
guess it could have, but at that point I didn't want it because I had bought.
Now you're annoyed.
Did you buy a different
You don't want to
brand?
support.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want
I got
to
a
support
different
Don't
brand.
anymore.
support that brand anymore.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, I
No.
will. This is a good brand.
I was all yeah,
It's a solid brand.
but so at that
It's a
point
liquid brand.
I had to report, and this is all about lube, and I hated
Yeah.
every interaction, but also I was like the part of that
Hi,
principle.
my
of
name
me
is
of
Chris, and I am very dry right now.
Like, I'm so
All because of your
I'm so
fraudulent
chafed
practices.
about the way this lube.
About this.
And so every email, and then I had to like
Dear
send-
company, why did this bust, but I didn't?
but then that's good.
The lube busted in the box, but not me, and
Not
I'll tell you why.
But then to report it for fraud on my credit card, I
Yeah.
had to, they're like, hey, can you send proof of this? So then I had to send like screenshots of
The conversation.
of this and the pictures
fucked
of
up
the,
lube.
and I'm like, this is not worth my time. But the
chafing.
principle of it was, I was like, I'm not paying for this busted ass.
No.
lube.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Lube is expensive.
Lube's expensive.
Especially
But
that brand.
now
It's
Yeah.
I had like three. I was like three. My bank, my credit card, my
Everyone
Walmart,
knows.
and
Everyone
then
knows.
this lube distributor. This is a whole thing that was like dumb.
Did you leave him a terrible review?
No, I at that
should.
point I was done.
You should have left a bad
Yeah.
review.
Never buying lube at Walmart again.
You shouldn't.
And you
No.
shouldn't.
Support local
Lube,
stores.
yeah, support local
Go.
lubes.
Let's just drive to the adult megaplex with 3Xs. They got it super cheap there.
Yeah,
Have y'all ever had to like return an item that had a callback? Mostly food
callback?
related. Yeah. So for example,
Oh, like a
when-
recall.
Yeah, recall. There we go.
I just throw it away. I don't return it.
Yeah, me too.
No, I call that company. I'm getting my
Or
free
wait,
shit.
but I am part of the Kotex, the U by Kotex class action lawsuit, so I did get money back from that.
I was a part of the plastic balls found in the Chip Ahoy Chewies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's on you for eating Chewies. Those
Yeah,
are
those are.
those are
Nah.
voice has never
Unless
been
you're
that
4
high.
years old, those are terrible.
Yeah, you gotta
range.
go OG.
Like
I
artificial
want them
chewy.
soft. Have you ever took Chip Ahoy Chewies, put them in the microwave, and microwave them for like 15
Sure,
seconds?
yeah, but that's not artificial.
But have you ever taken a normal Chips Ahoy and put it in the microwave for 15 seconds?
No, I haven't. Honestly,
You should try that, and you'll never eat a Chewy again.
Chewies are like. Let me just like.
They put xanthan gum in there, man.
It's some sort of goo.
Oh, they do.
It's
I
definitely
think.
It's
xanthan
not.
gum.
It's not a natural chewy.
No.
You
What
want
do you-
water.
what
You
is
want liquid. You
natural
want a good.
chewy?
It's an artificial chew.
What's a chewy?
It's a
Chip
chew-
Ahoy
Chips Ahoy
cookies.
Chewy, the red
That's
pack.
like
the
goo.
Chips
Red
Ahoy
pack.
in the red pack.
You don't
Okay.
want it. It's
They're
like
thinner and they're
I don't.
chewy.
I thought I was living my best life.
No.
Anyways, so it
No,
doesn't
no,
matter.
no,
Sorry,
Secret
my
too, though.
No.
That thing, that recall.
pharmacist. Just kidding.
So
No,
you eating
Blaine's been
plastic?
calling me. Blaine has been calling me.
Full of
Why?
microplastics.
Yeah, so I ended up getting a cookie. I bit into it and like it was just really hard. It was
Mm-hmm.
like a plastic ball came out of it. And it's on the news that was like, hey, if you bought anything with this batch number, like there's plastic in it. So like,
And you're like, oh, I wish I saw this before.
yeah, I wish I saw it before because I've already swallowed like a full cookie at this
Yeah.
point. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
No, the balls. Where did they come from?
Something, I guess it got like mixed in.
Do they
or
make the
something.
cookies in the
must
in the
have
BB factory?
Yeah,
as well?
in the
Are they
BB
tier
factory.
one
Was it a
factory?
thing where like someone knocked over like a bunch of balls?
Oops, knocked over my plastic balls.
Yeah. No, someone who's super into airsoft. They went into the office that day, but they put on their airsoft vest instead of their cookie vest. So they went to go grab the chocolate chips to put in there, and they're like, "Oh no, my pellets." Well, I'm sure
No, someone's like going dumping in all the chocolate chips. No, those are plastic balls. No, they shouldn't put the plastic
okay.
ball bag next to the chocolate chip
it's
bag.
okay. No one buys Chewy Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
It's going to be
It
fine.
should
No one's
be
gonna,
fine.
And
no one's
honestly,
gonna know.
if they do buy them, maybe they.
Maybe they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
So is eating
wait,
a
what did I
Chewy Chips
co-sign?
Ahoy.
I got,
wasn't-
yeah, you said yeah.
I wasn't listening. I realized that I should stop drinking.
How much have you had?
It's half a.
Can I have
Are
it?
you kidding me? It's like right here.
I shouldn't have any more. Here.
Hey,
God.
if you don't need it, you don't need it.
Anyways, I ended up contacting the company, the food company, and
What they-
basically,
Oh.
What'd they say?
oh,
Give me your keys.
okay.
His tires are bald and flat, and he's gonna die on the road unless I air them up for him.
My car's in the back.
Also, while that's happening, I'm gonna strip a little bit because I'm hot from the things I shouldn't have been drinking.
From a quarter of a
From
White
a
Claw.
quarter of White Claw. Did you eat food today?
I had a clementine.
Hey.
Go.
They're good.
We'll talk on that later.
Talk about that later.
I wanna hear
Anyways,
about this.
I got food back, or they gave me Betty Crocker coupons, I think, because I think it's
How
under
many?
Betty Crocker.
Did they? Was it like,
No, they're
hey,
in
here's
Nabisco.
Here's 5 free boxes
5 free boxes.
of things, and
Of
then it
non-
wasn't even like $2
Of
off.
non-chewy Chips Ahoy or of chewy
It
chips?
could have been of
So you got
just
to
Chips
pick.
Ahoy's in general.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it, but I still swallowed plastic cookie.
How do you know? Do you know that? Was it that every
Did you
cookie
spit out
had
the balls?
plastic? Did you feel
Did I
any
spit out
plastic?
No, I didn't like check my poop.
How many
or
balls
anything.
was it?
I
In
was
the
checking
one that
poop
I bit in, there were 5.
recently.
5 balls.
Yeah,
In one bite, or did you keep
the
going?
balls.
In one bite, or did you finish the cookie?
I
Blizz?
thought something was just like weirdly hard, and I was like, maybe it's just a hard part of. a
Wait, so
cookie.
you actually felt it?
you
You actually
swallowed
felt
the
it, and then
balls.
you swallowed it.
I mean, you
I
swallowed
thought
the
it
balls.
was-
Did you swallow the
so-
balls?
I swallow balls.
Name of the
so-
episode is Blizz swallowed the balls.
Wait,
Go.
so wait, this wasn't like, hey, some cookies might have this, like, but you actually.
This was majority of the cookies in
It was
the
the
pack
majority
had,
balls.
had that.
It was majority
my God.
balls.
And
It
they
was
were
the
plastic.
size. It was the size of what a mini chocolate chip would be.
Yeah, a BB.
Yeah, a little BB.
And you
Done?
and they were plastic.
Yeah, they were plastic balls.
And how did they? They never said how they ended up in the
When
cookie.
you say
No, I don't
plastic
think
ball, I think
so.
of a golf ball. So you gotta tell me like.
No,
the
I'm thinking
size.
of like a pellet gun, like BB.
Oh,
So, and
BB.
something you need to realize too, because I am someone who microwaves my Chip Ahoys. They're
Yeah,
a
we know.
little.
You wait. You microwaved the chewy ones?
They're
Yes.
already flat.
But like the plastic balls ended up getting like a little bit squishy.
Ooh,
So,
no,
like,
that's so it's harder to
It's
notice.
melted plastic that I am eating.
Liz, how long ago was this?
It was like 3 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
You can look up the
Yeah, you're
article.
probably
I mean, if
Yeah,
you would have
These
died, you would have
articles.
done it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stories.
Well, like, hey, we all have microplastics.
Yeah.
You just have a few bigger.
You have macro
I have
you have a couple
macroplastics.
macro
Liz has
Right
macro
now.
plastics inside of him.
I mean, that
Well-
won't affect you when you go through the security at an airport. So.
got-
Well, no,
It
they're
does. I think I
plastic.
might have
This-
pooped it out.
this is a perfect
I love
transition.
how some might.
Is it?
This is perfect
Two.
transition to one of the stories.
Which one?
Booger ears. Now, it is. Wait.
Okay, no, let them cook.
So I was actually on the phone talking and
About the lube with your credit card company.
yeah, I was on the phone with my trying to track down this lube money. And
Give me your lube money.
I noticed my dog Booger was like chewing on something in the living room. And I'm like, what is he chewing? No, and I was like, and he's going doing that kind of smack thing,
Yeah.
like he's like processing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what is he eating? And I'm looking around to see if he like got some snacks. And then I see one of my AirPods on the ground. And then I look up and he goes, boom. And I go, I was
I
like,
hate when they do that. I hate when dogs know that they're eating something they're not supposed to,
Yeah.
and then they chew faster and swallow.
and then and I was like, surely he didn't.
You should have.
Surely he didn't.
I hope
Did
you
you
started
do? Did
playing
you do
music.
the?
Alexa,
Did you do the
play
AirPod-
Despacito.
did you do the AirPod ring?
Surely he didn't. And then I'm like,
Did you do the AirPod ring?
so then I was like looking around. It's like, it's got to be here. It must have like fallen
Did
out.
you see the case?
I found the case. Actually, and to be clear, for transparency, it wasn't an AirPod, but it was the equivalent of a different brand.
Yeah, a wireless
Yeah,
earbud.
yeah.
wireless headphone.
So
A Raycon.
I found it,
Do you have it?
and look, I found a tooth mark in it.
Okay.
And
So that means
so
that
then I
was
was
too
like,
big for him.
he chewed it,
tried.
opened it up, and found a delicious little snack inside.
Oh,
But there's only one now.
where's the?
Have you not
Did-
gotten
have you
a-
not gotten it from
So
the poop?
this happened on like Friday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So then I was like, did he really swallow it? And
Yeah,
then I was
Chris.
like, I got it.
Is that the Samsung bud?
Yeah. And then I was like, I got to play music and see if I can hear it in his belly. So I did that. I couldn't tell if what I was like, maybe this is a testament. I need to find better music. But I was like, I don't know if this is the sound of dog stomach or the music I'm hearing. Because I couldn't,
It's a lot of layers to listen through. Because he's not like a Chihuahua. He's a huge dog.
Yeah.
Like he's a big
and
dog.
also
So you gotta like listen.
They're
through
not
some
loud.
stuff.
It's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, and then I was like, you need like a beeping sound,
Yeah,
something that's
they don't
easy.
beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Well, the Pro 2s beep, but those I don't
Yeah.
think those are Pro 2s.
yeah. And so, I've been checking his poop. I never found it, but like he also pooped some that like
He poops without you. Like,
I don't monitor
see
every
poop.
poop.
Yeah,
exactly,
you can't
exactly.
monitor every poop.
It
It might be in your yard.
might be in my yard,
Have
but
you
also
tried,
at
have
this
you tried to do
point.
the tracking? Because
I
you can track.
I didn't know I
you
could
can
do
track
that.
the individual buds.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I'm not going to at this point because
that's fair.
I don't want it. Like
No,
at this
that's fair.
point, even if I got it back,
You don't want it. In
I'm
your
not like,
ear.
well, I gotta have, I don't want to lose my.
Every time you put them in, you're gonna think.
All
wow,
I'm gonna think
this
is like,
was
this
inside
is-
my
this
dog.
is- yeah, this is-
know what I'm getting Chris for Christmas.
This is an
Earbuds.
Yeah, a poop bud.
a poop
a
bud.
poop bud. Someone
So
said
anyway,
Airbud.
swallowing plastic, it's just the same as you.
Yeah,
My dog
Swallowed
swallowed
a plastic
a
BB,
bigger
yeah.
plastic thing,
and he survived.
and he survived, and so did you.
In
Good
more-
transition.
So did you.
Some might say.
Some might say, hey, some might even
When
say
did
that
you
you're a
start streaming
survivor.
again?
What's what?
When did you start streaming again?
Start streaming?
Yeah.
I started streaming in June 2020.
Wasn't
So like 3
was
years
that,
ago?
Was that?
This was before I ate the.
You started streaming before you ate the plastic.
No, sorry. I started streaming after I ate the plastic.
Interesting.
So maybe
What
the
if-
plastic was
Interesting
the reason.
That you
Like,
started streaming.
started
Yeah, it got like embedded in your like.
Well, if it's
and
in
it
your
made me a
brainstem.
streamer.
Yeah.
What if that was like your superhero origin?
Yeah, that's your bang baby.
Oh my
story.
God! What if we're about to get dog with a blog next?
Yo, Booger's gonna.
Booger's
Booger
gonna
is
be-
on your laptop right now.
Right now.
Comical dog paws. Just me uploading a fucking vlog post. Just like I did what to my owner's earbud?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, now I have a smart dog.
Story time.
Like my dog can like play music.
Yeah, you
It
can track
like,
him.
Yeah,
Booger is
yeah.
like the David Dobrik of the dogs
Yeah.
now.
Like most
For
people,
you
put, like,
dog brick.
most people
Dog
put
brick.
chips on their dog. You skip that part.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
did it.
You put an earbud in him.
Oh my god. Okay, so this episode, it's the 2 days left of Black Heritage Month.
Great transition.
Thank you.
Yeah.
2 2 days left of Black Heritage Month. Is there anything I kind of want to talk about some cool content that's been out. and how much fun I've been having with it.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I think is really fucking funny has been Same Brain.
Whoa, what's that?
Same Brain. It's a show that was produced by two black femmes,
Who?
Kai and BK.
I don't know them.
It was an amazing show. I highly recommend people check it out. It's really, really, really fucking cool. And I got to be a contestant on it. Eric Bedoya was also a contestant. Fredo and...
Nah, I don't want to spoil it, but...
Oh, yeah. Oops. More people are on it.
No, I mean, no, people on it is fine. I was about to say you both did blank, and I was like, no, don't fill in the blank. In fact, you can fill in the blank on Same Brain because it's a tribute to Match Game.
Oh, God. I genuinely had so much fun with that, but
it was a lot of fun.
It came up with like a couple of like really quotable things from people. For example, $2 drugs.
$2 drugs.
$2 drugs.
Chris, what drug can you get for $2?
Advil.
Yeah. At the gas station.
You might be able to get like a single generic brand of.
You can't get weed.
Weed.
You cannot get one weed for $2.
No, you could get like
One
if you.
weed.
I think you could get.
You could get one puff of a.
Well, I think
for $2.
if you go to like where buy it at like dispensary where it's legal and you get those like mints that are like you could get a mint.
But they won't sell you one mint.
No, yeah. You'd have to.
The financial
what's the
breakdown.
unit price?
You'd have to like go in like, hey, let's all chip in on some mints.
That is,
I think for $2, I could go into someone else's hot box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just in the hot box. You don't get to hit it. You're just in the hot box.
You're just in the hot box.
$2 drugs.
$2 drugs.
Like you get the hair and the smell of everything.
Yeah.
But you don't get to carry the feel with you.
We
You don't
should
get the
start
copper
selling that.
feel.
We should start selling
We
that.
should start selling that. Yeah, you just get
The
the
hot box
you get the hot box
Hot box
experience.
You know what? Rooster Teeth, we're coming out with, for legal purposes, I'm not going to do that bit.
Hot box experience. They'll say it hot box experience.
Have you seen the little telephone booths that,
Yeah, we have our little meeting rooms. Yeah.
that everyone that we have
Our little
like
hot boxes.
meeting rooms?
Yeah.
Is that what you all have been doing?
Yeah.
You've just
Have
been
you not?
hotboxing in the meeting rooms?
Yeah, have you not?
No.
Oh.
That was super weird. I saw Eric Bedoya in there, just
Yeah.
like high up.
You're really going crazy.
Oh, my
You're really running this joke farther than I thought we would take
The hot
it.
box experience. I can't wait to have a hot box experience on the main stage of RTX.
But just and if people aren't familiar, we have these like little phone booths for like meetings that
funny.
people need to take meetings.
Yeah.
They're like silent.
They're like silent phone booths.
They look like phone booths.
Yeah.
And there's just like a tiny little
Meeting
table
rooms.
and a light, and you just like sit there and have
As someone
like,
who's never touched a phone booth in my life,
Yeah, you assume this is what it's like.
it's just
Yeah.
assumptions.
It also has a charging outlet in a way that no one can use it. It is always somewhere that is unusable.
Yeah. I guess another way, if you're not familiar with phone booths, it's kind of like a tiny porta potty,
Yeah.
but with a window.
Yeah.
Because
Where everyone can see you when they walk
because they have
by.
a window,
Sit on
so
the
you can
side.
see through. So it's like a porta potty. Imagine a porta potty.
There it
We got a
is.
picture
There
up.
it is.
A porta potty.
Oh, Eric's
with
having
glass
There's
and a little table.
What's interesting about this one, because this one's placed right outside the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so you get to see everyone coming in and out.
And the
but also,
kitchen.
we got to see you. So like Chris was in a meeting today, and I just like come up and I'm just like this the entire time.
You just kind of awkwardly wave.
Yeah.
yeah,
a
I was
lot.
like, hey.
Every time someone goes into the bathroom, you're like,
yeah.
Can we just leave this up the whole podcast?
You know
They
what?
don't need to
That
see
would-
us.
that
I
would
just want
actually
this
give me
image up.
huge anxiety because I'm the kind of person that when I go in the bathroom, I feel like people are counting how long I'm in there.
oh, no.
Yes,
no
I feel
one
that. I
is.
feel
No, because
that.
everyone else is trying to get out.
You can't say that because when I was in high school, I went to the
What?
bathroom, and the thing is, I didn't even take a shit that day. But I went to the bathroom, and the one that was on our floor was blocked off, so I had to go upstairs. Came back, and this little I'm a senior, by the way. This little fresh was like, "You took a long time. You took a shit, didn't you?"
What?
Yes, I'm so
Is
serious.
it who are you, the poo patrol? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you'd be like, no, I
weirdo?
was skipping.
Yeah, I was. You were like,
Loser.
I was hotboxing.
That would give me
no.
bad anxiety. To this day, I'm just like, how long have I been? in
Oh
here?
my
goodness.
god, that's
No,
such a
I just
No,
weird
but
seen
thing to
people-
do.
that's such like a like
High
that is
anxiety.
so just encapsulating of middle school, high school,
Yeah.
where people are like, and you're like, oh, what if someone thinks
What
I'm
if
taking
someone
a poop?
hears my tampon?
Yeah.
No one can know I bleed or whatever. Like that's so like. Also, speaking of weird things in middle school and high school, I don't know about your school. Were y'all not allowed to wear hats and hoods?
No.
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 That's
allowed.
weird, right? That doesn't prepare you for adult life at all. That's just like weird micromanaging of children.
Yeah, I mean, but they have weird stuff about like uniforms.
No,
like,
but like
Finger rule.
no, but like well, that's
Two-finger
sexist.
rule.
But specifically, why can't I wear a beanie?
Your strap has to be.
oh,
two-finger whip.
I was
He's a
like, I was thinking
boy,
it's
he doesn't
different
know.
type of.
Yeah. It's like also take your
There's
hat
also
off.
like the
Yeah.
your arm length can't your skirt or
Yeah.
shorts have to be longer than your arm.
But if you've got a really good ape index, then like you're fine. Ape index?
I don't know
What?
that
Ape
is.
index is the length of your arms
Appendix.
in relation to
Oh.
your body.
Yeah.
So like
your
climbers
wi-
have like a
almost
really
your
high
wingspan
ape index.
divided by
yeah.
2.
Oh,
So like if you
okay.
climb, you have a really like large ape index. That's good because then you reach more.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't. Our biggest thing was we couldn't wear pajamas to school, even if we wanted
That's
to.
it?
But if
Except
all
for
you
a
had to
pajama
do.
day.
Except for pajama
Except for
day,
pajama
That's
day.
where you
all
had to
you
pay
had to deal with?
$5.
no,
to do
we've
it.
also we also had the 2-finger rule and then the skirt rule.
What
But
are
like
boy rules?
we
It's
could
like
wear
about
like
how-
a tank top that also wasn't.
Can we
2
also
fingers.
talk
It'd be
about
fun.
how the fact that during Spirit Week the rules just don't exist?
Oh yeah,
I've seen men come in shirtless
I've
to high
seen.
school.
I saw
with paint on their
First of all,
bodies.
boys. I saw boys come in. They all like my senior class. They all did like Avatar. Like they were all Avatar. So they were all
they
like
paint themselves
in
blue?
Blueface or like in the morph suits,
Oh,
which is like
Was this
don't do that.
Was this
Yep.
was your mascot like
No,
blue?
no. I was just in high school when that movie came out.
Oh, and people were just like that.
Yeah, so
that-
like during like Spirit Week, we had like a character day,
and everyone was
and like the whole senior class, they all
I'm
just
gonna be.
dressed,
I'm
like,
gonna blow
Na'vi.
myself.
Yeah,
blew
they all
myself.
blew themselves. Yeah, they all blew
I,
themselves.
can I blow myself?
Yeah, you
I
can
would
blow
love
yourself.
if I could get that
Look,
skill.
If you
one
could
day.
blow yourself, then
look!
you,
If I could, I would. Every day.
every day you blew
Yeah,
yourself.
but I don't know if I would.
Speaking
Honestly,
of-
when you think
oh.
about,
No, go ahead. Because I'm about to change the subject, so you go ahead.
I don't know if I would.
Well, I'm scared. Wait, know if you would blow yourself?
Okay, I thought about this.
Whether or not you blow
I know
yourself?
every guy's tried to see.
Hold on.
Y'all just need to stretch
I think you're
more.
using a royal we, as I like to say.
You haven't tried, Cody?
I feel like
I'm seeing
okay.
head,
I feel like
I'm seeing
think
I'm
you're using a
seeing
royal
head
we
shaking
on
no
us.
in the
I feel
booth.
like everyone.
Okay.
I feel like
You
just
gotta
about
stretch.
everyone.
You just have to stretch.
Everyone with a penis has at least given like, oh, I wonder if I could. No, maybe. I mean, even if they didn't really try,
Yeah.
they
didn't
like
stretch.
they maybe like did a stretch to
yeah,
see, right?
Just to see.
You can't do one stretch.
And I don't. I just feel like if I could,
No,
If you could.
I don't know when you get down to it if it would be that like comfortable.
I get it because
And, like I feel like you'd be stretched. You'd be
like you
No.
can't breathe.
yeah. You'd be
Yeah.
like
I think there's, I think it's the concept of like, how far do I want to go? It's the concept of like, partner sex versus masturbation. you know?
Yeah.
And again, everyone sexualizes and, asexual, demisexual, cool. But like sometimes I just want to be lounged out getting pleasure.
You don't want to be doing yoga.
I don't want to be putting in that much. Like sometimes I just want to feel the
don't wanna
pleasure.
I almost ruined this
You don't
microphone.
want to put it. Why did you deep throat it? It was put in work.
well, and that's what I feel like it would be like doing. It'd be like too many jobs at once. Like you'd be like
You can't
you'd
focus
be-
on the pleasure.
Yeah, you versus like using a hand.
Yeah.
You're like it's a little easier, laid back, and you don't have to.
At some
you're
point,
not
your hand
like
becomes mechanic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not even thinking about it.
Versus like you're like let me just like stretch
Because
my leg
as
and then
someone who doesn't have to do her own but can do others,
Sure.
it is work.
That's what the job. That's why it's a job.
good.
It is
not
work.
a
It's
passion.
fun, but
it's a
it is
book job,
work.
not a blow
hey,
passion.
if you do what you love, you
Never
never
work
work a day in your life.
Day in your life.
And then anyway, I did have a transition though.
Please.
to the gobble me, smobble me. This Yes Internet has released today.
Oh yeah, hey guys, just internet came out. It's back for Black Heritage Month. we did a special one off with Fiona.
Just Internet with Fiona, and I'll just say gobble me, swallow me, and I will not give you context. Go watch the video.
Is it Scrub Daddy?
It's out for everyone.
Is it Scrub Daddy?
No. That other one.
The other one.
There was another one.
I don't remember the
Blizz
other
screamed
one.
to give me your number.
Oh, the eclair.
Yeah, Claire.
The perpetual motion.
Well, I have what?
Okay, so we did an episode of This Just Internet.
No, not too many.
I'm not going to
spoilers.
spoil for Black Heritage Month, and we had 2 videos that could get us demonetized that we reacted to.
Okay.
We've constantly walked the line of demonetization,
yeah.
and it's
And
just
there were
sexual
two-
freedom.
And
Yeah,
sex-
there
and
were
sexual
there were
freedom.
2 Glizzy Gobbler videos in that This Just
I'm
Internet.
gonna need a number.
We need a
I'm gonna
number.
need a number.
Found
real
out.
quick.
But I believe someone in chat found out that person is in fact
He is gay.
gay.
So you were correct.
I mean, it's not. You can't be that good at it. And
No,
not
I believe
be-
Blizz's exact reaction
there's, like,
was
people who are
"Ayo."
good.
That's exactly what you
I
said.
feel like there are people who are straight and good at mouth
Yeah.
things.
I'm gay and I have no gag reflex. So what does that mean?
I recently got a gag reflex.
Oh, I hate that
you
for
can
you.
get that. You can get that.
You can
as
get that later
older.
on?
That must suck.
And yeah, it's whatever.
Did it shock you?
Did you have the numbing cream?
Someone's,
Did
Get
it?
the numbing spray?
Were you
Chris,
surprised?
what were you about to say?
it was right there. And I
What
just
were
had
you
to
about to say?
giggle my way through it. She said, that must suck. And I was like, well yeah.
So, some fun fact: if you're growing up and you don't have a gag reflex, you
might.
can get one later. I think something happened. I was sick.
Maybe
and
it
I
was the
needed to
plastic
throw
balls.
up.
Yeah, I think the
That could've
plastic
been the
balls have
plastic
migrated
balls.
to your esophagus.
Yeah.
I needed to throw up, and then I was
Yeah.
able to do so.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so never mind.
Okay.
what kind
We can't start and
You
stop.
can't
No.
start.
Can I give a little get a little context?
Well, clearly we were talking about what we were talking about. Chris, do you have a gag reflex? That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I do. I
You do? Is it how bad?
Well,
I mean, how far has he
depends
been
on-
able to test it?
it depends on.
Some people can't brush their teeth.
I can't make myself throw up.
Yeah.
But I told this story on a stream, but I'll tell it again.
Tell it again.
The other day, I was having breakfast. I had a breakfast on a Saturday. Had a yummy breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I was taking. You know what? This was This was the morning after we went out that night. So I was hungover, and so I was
too.
taking some I was taking.
I wasn't.
Because you suffer. You cause
yeah.
others suffering.
You cause
No.
other people to suffer, Blizz.
And so I was taking, I take vitamins and stuff, but I also took some electrolyte
Yeah.
little
Oh yeah. That's
things,
smart.
and I put them all in my mouth to swallow.
Yeah.
But then I realized I didn't have anything to drink,
Okay.
and then I went and grabbed coffee, but I realized I drank all the coffee except for just a tiny little bit. I was like, I can do this with that
don't
much
like
coffee.
this.
So then I swallow all the pills, but there wasn't one of them got stuck in my
We
throat.
did talk about this because I told you that's how you burn a hole in
Yeah,
your
you can
One of
burn
them got
a
esophagus.
stuck
hole.
on my throat. But whenever a thing goes down the wrong tube and you just cough and you can't, it got stuck and wedged in there, and it was like a pill. And then I end up I started choking, and I was choking where I'm like, and then I choked so much that it made me vomit. So then I threw up my breakfast, and I was so mad because it was a good breakfast and it was a full meal, and I was feeling ready for the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna take these vitamins, and I'm gonna
You nerfed yourself.
And yeah, and
You were
then
trying to buff yourself and you nerfed yourself.
I know, and then I barfed up all my breakfast, and I remember, and I was also I thought I might die because I was just choking because I was like. I was also I can't, I'm choking on nothing.
Dude, that's so
and I'm like,
embarrassing if you die. That's so embarrassing.
If you died that way,
Is it
we
embarrassing
would
if
make
you're
up
already
something.
dead, though?
No, I guess
No.
not.
I
Who's feeling
it was
the
like-
embarrassment?
We
And
would make something up for you that was cooler.
It was I couldn't breathe, but also I couldn't not gag, and then eventually I threw up, and I think that helped. But then I got the little spray thing in the sink. You know what I'm talking about?
the nozzle from the
And I got it,
Yeah.
and I was just spraying it into my throat to try and wash down the thing.
Yeah.
And that's the only
Did
way.
that make you choke more?
No, it helped. I just needed to get it down. And eventually I did survive.
How are you alive?
Were you hungry afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I gotta have breakfast again. I need breakfast again.
You threw up breakfast and you're just, damn it.
I was like, nah, yeah, it's
Do it again.
shit. I gotta.
I guess I gotta order IHOP.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, but really, I was I just wasted so much time cooking breakfast and eating, and I'm back to square one.
So, Chris, I remember you telling us this story, and the reason I remember why you told us the story is because I thought of the story this weekend when I also choked on the pill. I take a vitamin that's too big. It's too big, and there's two of them.
Vitamins are
The first
too
one
big.
was
me two.
hard, and then the second one, because I was already psyched out, it got stuck, and I was in the kitchen, I was at the sink, and I had to again throw up the pill, and I was like, damn, I'm just like Chris for real, because then I had to take 2 pills again.
But
and I
did
didn't
you
want
throw
to.
up breakfast?
No, because I hadn't eaten yet, so it was just water. So
That's
that's what
lucky.
you got to do. You
Yeah.
got to take it first.
Yeah, but then, have you ever thrown up because you had vitamins on an empty stomach?
No.
Yes.
No.
That can happen too.
What?
Yeah,
If you
you're
eat
supposed to
vitamins
eat
on an
with
empty
food.
stomach,
Yeah.
it can make
Really?
you
Yeah,
sick.
it's not
So-
just vitamins. It's really any pill, any drug.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because there needs to be a kind of pillow
Yeah,
in your
don't
stomach.
do it.
So
raw.
that's why I take vitamins after breakfast. But now I'm like,
Oh God. Did you see Stranger Things and think, I wonder if I would like D&D? Are you watching House of Dragons and think, what does a dragon smell like? Or are you a D&D veteran who just loves the game? Well, behold, Tales from the Stinky Dragon, a hilarious audio D&D podcast. Join Dungeon Master Gus Cirola each week as he guides Barbara Dunkelman, Chris Demarais, Blaine Gibson, and John Reisinger through a hilarious campaign where they play interns for a group of mighty adventurers known as the Infinites. But when they arrive for the first day on their job, these newbies discover their world-famous employers have been kidnapped. Can these hapless interns save the day, or will their backflipping, ghost-fighting, pirate-loving group need to be saved themselves? It's a show for the D&D amateurs and veterans alike, with top-tier storytelling, immersive sound designs, an original score, and special guest voice actors each week. Join Dungeon Master Gus Cirola every episode as he guides Barbara Dunkelman, Chris Demarais, Blaine Gibson, and John Reisinger through an epic and hilarious campaign. Seriously, the show's great. They even do their own adorable Stinky Puppet videos. Trust me, you're going to be hooked the first episode. Go listen to subscribe to Tales from the Stinky Dragon wherever you get your podcast. And you know what? Tell them that Blizz sent you. Maybe they'll give me a cookie.
Yeah, I thought of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I went to the auto shop,
Yeah.
the Blaine
You guys
Gibson
here.
auto shop, and
What's
my
up?
guy's here. He's probably going to tell me.
I left the car pump in your car because on the rear driver's side tire you have a screw in it.
I told you.
You were,
That happened to
you were
me too
driving on
recently.
21 psi.
I fucking told you. Okay, so here's the thing. Camera, here's the thing. When you move to Austin, you get a nail in your tire.
happened to me
You move to
literally last
Austin
month.
and you get a nail in your tire. And I told Blizz, he was like, because Blaine was like, oh, there's no tire pressure in this tire. And Blizz was like, oh, the weather, it's been hot, it's been cold. And I said, no, there's a nail in your tire. It's a slow leak of a nail in your tire.
Blizz, it's not. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
At what?
Disappointed. It's not my fault.
21
At what? That he was
PSI?
doing it?
It's not my fault.
Blaine,
It is not my
it's
fault.
hard.
No, I know.
It's hard
I
to
know,
deal
I
with
know,
tires.
but it's
Blaine, I'm still
You just
new
need to take care. You
Austin.
need to take care of your tires. Though.
My tires are fine.
No, they're bald.
No, they're bald.
Bald!
Hey,
Right.
hey,
But those are not
Hey,
bald.
Blizz,
Abraham Lincoln
you know
said
your
they're
hat that says
bald,
bald on it?
okay?
You need to get one for 3 of your tires.
All right. So you're gonna get some tire pressure reads today, and then they might go away as you put some miles on it, because then they're gonna reset as you drive around. But then it's gonna reappear. So I left you the tire pump so you can reinflate your tires. You're gonna want to aim for about 30 to 32 psi.
Okay, what do I do about the screw in my tire?
You got Don't take the screw out.
Don't take it out.
Okay.
You're gonna
Leave
want
it.
to take it out, but don't take it out because then it's just.
Why are you acting like you didn't just tell me all this stuff when I told you I had a nail in my tire a month ago?
Oh, I said just get it like plugged, but do I get that plugged?
You
Yeah.
need to go into a tire
Well,
shop.
is
But they're
it-
probably gonna recommend that you buy new tires because they're
Wait,
bald
is
as
it
fuck.
in the wall or is it in the? Well, yeah, it's
I didn't
bald.
have
It
to
doesn't
buy a new
matter.
tire
Yeah,
when I
don't
had a nail
send
in
the
my
tread.
tire.
It's in the tread.
What little tread there is?
You could technically use like a
There's-
thing to fix that, but you have bald tires.
I don't have bald. Y'all are acting like I have bald
Don't try
tires.
to
I
fix
don't
it.
have
What year
bald
was
tires.
your-
Take it
what
to the
year
big
was your
man
car?
in the
My car's
onesie.
20 or 2007, but I got new tires like 2 years
No,
ago.
I got-
that wasn't
You got tires 2 years
2007.
ago?
Tires from 1990 is
Yeah.
apparently
No,
Were they
that
used?
wasn't 2007.
I bought
I have a
new
little
tires 2
cousin.
years ago.
I have a little cousin that's older than your tires.
My tires are 2021. My car is 2007. So like I should be fine, right?
How much do you?
Hey, you never know.
Wait, but you're
Depends on how
from
you drive
Maryland.
it.
How much were you driving
Yeah.
in Maryland?
Like 2 hours to go to work.
Okay, yeah,
normally.
Blizz, your tires are bald. You got bald tires.
That's
Like,
the whole,
this is
the whole point of
unfair.
tires
You have
is
the Howie
traction.
Mandel of tires.
Yeah.
I think
Yo,
this is an unfair.
Blizz, were you driving around during the ice?
He
What
was.
the?
It wasn't bad. That's how I know my tires
Yeah.
are fine because they are not bad.
No, you have bald. I've seen your tires.
This is a weird intervention about me and my tires.
Well, no,
does
we
your
just-
car
we just
have
care
the
for your safety.
4-wheeler
Yeah.
drive control? Or
No,
the,
it doesn't. It's just
you
two.
because you also have a commute to get here,
Yeah.
so we want you to make it.
Yeah.
So
And
that's why I left you
Blizz,
the
I
pump.
cannot listen, Blizz. I
Will it
cannot
pop-
deal with a
Will it pop?
obituary.
Hey, put some.
no,
Okay, then
there's-
I'm
Well,
fine.
he could.
I mean,
you don't know.
There's
No,
more air
no.
in
Do you want to
The
wait?
air will come out if you don't get that whole. food.
yeah.
You want to
It's
wait
gonna-
till
it's a
you're.
s- It's considered a slow leak at this point.
But
Yeah,
You need
also,
to get it fixed in the next 2
someone will
days.
come to you and be like, "Hey, so we could patch this up, but also you should probably get new
They're
tires."
gonna tell you, Blizz, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna take it to the discount tire because it's the only place to buy tires in Austin. You're gonna go to discount, and the man, a straight man with the fattest ass you've ever ever seen. Every dude that works at discount tire has a fat ass.
They are
They're dumpy.
very cute.
They are caked up and hot.
They are
Anyway, so he's
very cute.
gonna pull you to
And
a
they
chart
sweat.
that's about yay high, and it'll have a color and it'll have numbers on it, and he's gonna point to the red, orange, and he's gonna say, "This is where this is where we usually tell people to change their tires," and he's gonna go farther into the orange
Nah.
red, and he's gonna go, "This is where you're at."
And it's
Like-
and Matt and I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Do you at least have a
I
spare?
tried.
I gotta
Do
go.
you have a spare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a
Yeah,
spare?
I have a spare.
Do you have
It's under
3?
my car.
Is your
No,
spare better
only
than your
one.
current tire?
I
Then
bet
that's
it
a
is.
problem.
Spare
Probably not.
skinny.
I think it was
Hey.
skinny.
Yeah.
You could do it. put some fucking finasteride
Blizz.
on those tires.
Blizz, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you put your spare on, where do you put it?
What do you mean?
When you have a spare tire and you have to put on the spare tire, where do you put it?
On the wheel.
Which wheel?
It depends on it, like what it is. So like if
What?
my tire is flat,
Your front tire fucks up.
front tire is fucked up. Front left.
Mhm.
I would put it on the front left.
No, you never put a spare on the front.
Oh,
didn't know that.
Spare
didn't
goes on
know
the
that.
back. Yeah, so if
This
your
is why
front
I
tire
need
fucks
more.
up, you take it, the one off the back, put it on the front, put the
That's so
spare
much
on the
work.
back.
I need more masculine
Oh,
energy. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense, but it's a
Because
lot
if
of
it's
work.
like a rear, was it most cars are front wheel drive or
Yeah.
all wheel
Yeah.
drive? If it's you don't want to put that much stress on the spare tire.
I have a screw in my.
You have a, and I
Hey, hey.
and Blizz,
It's not
the
even a
thing is,
nail,
I
it's a
told you
screw.
that, and
There's a lot-
you looked at me
Hey,
like I was
look,
crazy.
no,
How
You're
do
gonna
you
get-
see a screw in a tire?
You're gonna get so many screws
look
in your
for?
tires.
Living in Austin.
Yeah,
So
that's
this is what you do. You go to Discount Tire.
Where do these nails come from?
Where did nails come from?
Where do these?
No,
nails
it's everything in Austin is always under construction.
Yeah, it's
That's why you get a nail in your tire. So you go to Discount Tire, you buy the tire there, $25, you get a warranty on the tire. They replace them for free if it happens again. And they'll replace them discounted when they get bald. Discount Tire, not an ad.
I will go. I'm gonna set up an appointment and hopefully.
And again, those men are fat of ass. So
I mean, remember that? So
Dinner and a show.
it's just really funny. It's just really, really funny.
What?
Because this time 2 weeks ago, I had texted both BK and Blizz on some. I went to go put air in my tires, and they told me there's a nail in my tire. So what was supposed to be like a quick little 15-minute trip to Discount Tires ended up being 2 hours. And it was just both of them yelling at me like, "Where the fuck are you going to get your tires done?"
I've never been in a Discount Tire less than
So
2 hours.
they said it would take 2 hours. It didn't.
Okay.
It took an hour. Me and Nikki got some food in the time because I was about to cry and freak out. Like, oh no, another part of my day. It was already a bad day.
Yeah.
But it was just, so nice that I had such great friendship in BK and Blizz who were yelling at me about my tire and
tires.
having a nail in it.
And now you
trying
can-
to be an adult and
Yeah.
get my stuff together.
And you can reciprocate that friendship.
now you can
and now-
reciprocate.
Yeah.
That's
and
fair.
now,
I will allow. That's okay because you're being a good friend
Yeah.
and I
Am I?
appreciate it. Yes, you're being
Yeah.
a good friend.
Yeah,
and
by
you're telling me to
berating
go
you.
get my car and shit together.
Also, Hodge is right. Don't do that if you have rear wheel drive. It's because most cars are front wheel drive.
I'm a 2-wheel.
how would
You're
I know?
two.
Which
But
two?
which two?
Are you, if you're,
Yeah,
if you're
so
rear wheel drive, it's like you got like a truck or something.
Right?
I have
or
a.
like a
He has a little
off-road.
Jeep,
I have a little
Chrysler.
like
Yeah.
I have a Ford Escape.
You'd
He has a
know
Ford
if you had. If
Don't
had,
tell.
You would know. I
You'll
think
get
if you had
doxxed.
4-wheel drive or rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
You can dox you over
That's
everything.
hard. Rear
Rear wheel
wheel
drive.
drive is hard to say.
Yeah,
Rear
it's-
wheel
yeah, it's not
drive.
good.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
fun. It's a real mud mouth word.
I have a quick question.
Yeah?
Because I was just talking to Blizz, like, don't get all that. You'll get doxxed. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But I have a question. When you guys order food, do you use your real name or do you have a stage name for when you order
It's
food?
funny because no matter when we order, my girlfriend puts my name instead of hers, so it doesn't matter.
I don't put Blizz, so.
Oh yeah, he has a
like
government
real
name
name.
no one knows.
Food at like a restaurant where you
Like
like,
to deliver.
Pick up, to
Or-
go,
or-
delivery. Essentially, anytime you need to submit your name for
You
something,
use
they
your
come
name
to
because I
your.
picked up your Chipotle order.
yeah, I use my name.
Well, Chris is a very common name.
Yeah,
I used to use my name. I recently changed it because
That's
I
fair.
found out that Trevor
Yeah.
doesn't use his name.
Yeah, it's like one time I was playing D&D. I was playing D&D at Lewis's house, and it was me, Lewis, Trevor, and Alfredo, and they ordered food. And Fredo went to the door to answer, and the guy recognized him. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, good thing we're not at your house, Lewis, RIP to you. This is like, oh yeah, this seems to be some dude.
That's
like,
why I say
yeah,
leave at the
doing,
door.
Yeah,
He's like,
do
yeah,
leave
I
at
was
the
doing
door.
DoorDash and went to Alfredo's house. Not Alfredo's house. He just
Yeah.
answered the door.
I don't know. This is a little unrelated. Every time, whenever the you order food like
Yeah.
coffee or something like, and what name should I put this order in? Every time I want to make up a name that I think is funny.
Yeah.
Every time, and I never do it.
Francois.
I want to be like,
Francois.
yeah. Like I want to be like, I'm
Reginald.
Turtles
When this
or something. Like I just want to say something, and you know, like
I'm
you
Turtles.
can. You could do under celebrity or artists or anything like that because I used to do that where I told people
You're Beyonce.
no, I would say someone who is currently canceled. I'd be like, yeah, you could put me. It starts with a K. I was like, you put me under this artist's name, and then they would call that
Yeah.
name out, and then
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
funny, haha.
Haha.
and
hee hee.
it's
Not
for no
anymore.
reason, and I don't want to make people's day difficult by like.
No.
But also, I
Does
for
it make
what
it difficult?
I don't think.
I don't know, but
I
I
guess it's a
always
fun
have
twist.
this urge it's like a weird urge. I'm like, yeah. And every time they ask me, what name should I put this under? A million names fly through my head, and then I end up with Chris.
What's
But like
first name that comes to mind other than Chris?
Jebediah.
That's a good one.
Jesus fucking-
Like
That's a good fake name.
I
That's a good
didn't
fake
have,
name.
like literally, it's like every time I'm like, I think of the 3 funnier names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you just say Chris.
Yeah.
Jebediah,
Speaking of
Jesus.
names,
Okay.
I'm gonna transition again.
Please.
Jesus
To
Christ.
what?
So
Ophelia
I've been
likes?
doing cut and Jubilee reactions on my own streams.
Okay.
And so it was.
I hate those
it was. You do.
I can't get secondhand
so
embarrassment
it's
that strong.
it's cringy. That's the thing.
I love it.
It's
So
funny.
much. I also love reality TV like a lot.
Yeah, it's funny to like react to it. There's some things that are scripted, and we can talk about that
Really?
offline because I know people who have been a part of
Oh really?
what's going on.
Wait,
Some
of
things
what?
are scripted from
Cut
Jubilee. or
and
cut.
Jubilee videos.
Yeah.
It's like it's essentially a reaction thing. Like there's Truth or Drink.
Yeah.
There's
Find the secret Mormon.
The
out of
butt-
the
yeah.
group of Christians or something.
Yeah.
the button.
It's like, oh, can you tell? It's like, can you get blindfolded and tell which one of these people is actually a dog? Like, it's
Or
just weird shit.
your ex. Or
Yeah, or
something
your
like that.
ex. Yeah, can you? Yeah, it's like we're gonna we blindfolded this guy, brought in 8 random strangers, and he has to fill them up and see which ones is his ex. It's like it's really weird.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
No,
weird
because
shit.
the one I was actually talking about before we get into the
Yeah.
scripted part that you're
I'm
saying.
gonna go pee.
You're gonna go pee? Go pee, pee.
house these.
I'm gonna count how long you're in there.
All right, do
Cool.
it.
We'll know what number it is.
Count it.
The video I was watching was essentially 3 men try to guess 6 women's body counts, right? So they had a list
That's
of numbers.
weird.
They had, yeah, but I enjoyed it. They had a list.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
They had a whole bunch of numbers, 6 women, and they just got to ask them questions. And based on those questions, they have to guess like of all these numbers. And it was from virgin to 300 bodies.
Yeah.
How many bodies each woman had? And there was just this. There was this old white man, and I just called him Brian because he just gave such a Brian vibe. I was like, Brian, you could tell like married, 2 kids, boys, you know, probably a picket fence with the backyard. Like you could tell he was definitely in the mindset of like an older white man, but he was trying so hard to be respectful. I'm like, oh, Brian, we stand, Brian. Found out his name was actually Bob, and I'm like, I've never met a Bob in my
Never.
life.
So
A Robert.
300's a lot.
300.
Not to slut shame, but
No.
that's
Yeah.
impressive.
It's
It's
impressive.
honestly, yeah, I was gonna say it's impressive. First and foremost, you know, no one gives a shit about your body
No.
count. Fuck who you want to fuck. Just do it safely and responsibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so weird when people talk about like body counts and when guys always talk about like how they don't want a girl who has like a high body count or anything like that, but then they also have a high body count. So like,
Yeah,
the weird hypocrisy,
Double standard.
hypocrisy.
Yeah.
I can confirm one of the people on because they had 8 numbers total and
Yeah.
6 of them were real. One of the girls was 300. I was
That's
wrong.
honestly
That's the
I-
best she kept count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I can't keep count. I'm a hoe. I can't keep count. I don't know. A lot of people
I
know their
honestly
sexual
wish I
count.
had a
don't.
higher body count than I do. I do.
Yeah?
Oh, no, I don't want to. I was. Never mind.
You're gonna,
No, no,
ask it.
because
No,
ask
why?
it, Chris. No.
No,
Make this
is a
juicy.
safe
Okay.
space. This is
Do you
a safe
have an
space.
idea of like
A range?
a range? And you don't have to say it, but you have it.
Whatever you're comfortable, obviously.
Yeah. No, I don't fuck it. Y'all, I fuck. It's fine. I do. What
I
would you
wish.
consider? What would you consider? Penetration or no penetration?
I
Or
don't.
both.
Well, here's what I'll say. I would say whatever you consider
Yes.
sex.
I
it's
would
your
consider
account.
sex both of those things.
So okay.
Penetration and no penetration. Does
Yeah.
that include oral?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would probably consider. I would probably be at like maybe
Talking about body
60,
count.
70.
That's
Maybe.
not bad.
It's not. It's not.
Wait, what?
My body count being 60, 70?
Oh,
But you also, I don't consider oral.
sick.
Yeah,
You consider oral. I
I
don't.
do.
Yeah.
If we're not considering that, I'm probably like in the 20s.
What about you, Chris?
You don't have to say. You do not have to say.
You don't have to say.
You
You
do
don't
not
have
have
to
to
say.
Well,
say.
Chris
no.
fucks. So
No, I don't kiss and tell.
Chris slams ass all over town.
No, I don't.
I know him
tell.
as Slam Ass Chris.
He's slam ass Chris.
He's Slam Ass
I don't
Chris.
like
he's
that
Chris
nickname.
slam ass
When I
Demarais.
went to Discount
I didn't
Tires, they were like, "Oh, you know
you know
Slam
Chris?
Ass
You know
Chris."
Okay. Hold on.
Whoa,
Before
whoa,
we bully
we
Chris,
got to give you the
I'll get a
Demarais
tire
10.
for
That's what
free.
they call the
before
discount.
we bully Chris, let's all.
We're not
agree.
bullying him. I'm hyping him up.
Let's all agree. This is us. Talking about sex. Consent is important. If Chris
Oh,
doesn't
yes,
consent to that
100%.
name,
Oh yeah.
And consent can
Slam
be
ass
any.
Chris.
It can be things other than sexual things. You can have consent and communication.
Chris, what
and
can I
Yes.
call you?
actions in general.
Jebediah.
No, don't call you Jebediah. Oh my god! But also, I think it's like interesting when people talk about people who are virgins as well, because I feel like it's all sex is always pressured on people. But then once you have too much sex, it's just
Then you
like,
shame them.
Then you shame them.
Then you
It's like,
shame them.
Yes.
You're not
you
gonna
shame
win
them for not
regardless.
fucking, and you shame them
Yes.
for fucking too much. And then
Yeah.
sometimes you shame them for
It's-
fucking an appropriate
It's
amount.
very weird because I have friends who are still virgins. I have friends who are fucking. Anyway,
I'm the friend that's fucking.
and and we're all not. I'm not talking about you because I'm talking about people that are single.
Yeah,
Like my damn self. Thank you. Didn't have a Valentine.
yeah, Mr. 5 year.
Didn't have a Valentine. And it's just so annoying because we're all on the apps, and then they'll be like, oh, they'll be talking to someone, be really into it, and the minute they admit, like, just a heads up, I'm a virgin, ghosted.
Really?
Yes. Because there's a
Well-
lot of people that don't want to be your first experience.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh, because
That's-
they don't want the story about them.
well, no, I mean, that's
I think they don't want to be the story.
they don't want to be. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And it's like if they're looking for something more casual, they don't want to be that person.
Yeah,
And like
I get that.
I get
The
it.
thing is,
Also,
though,
Casual, and you're also teaching someone.
The thing is,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
a teaching
just
part.
communicate that though.
Yeah.
Just communicate. I
don't
I
ghost.
Feel like
You can just
you
do,
don't
like,
have to communicate.
Ghost.
anything
You be like,
that.
hit me up after a couple.
and
And
and- God, I don't know if this is a mean story. I feel like, and I feel like I might have told this story on the podcast a while ago.
It's
but
okay.
the
I
worst,
wasn't here.
Yeah, we were here.
Better
the
reactions.
worst hand job
Mm.
I ever got.
It was like 3 months ago because he was
No.
at a lube.
It was
I did it myself,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
And I blame Walmart.
and I blame Walmart for the worst hand
But
job
it was
ever.
it was from a virgin, but I don't think it was also the circumstances.
Yeah, if the angle's wrong.
It was oh, God. Okay, so I don't know. I probably told the story, so it's fine.
We haven't heard
It was a
Chris, you won't get canceled. If you do, I'll cancel you.
Also,
first.
you don't
I
know if
got
we have new viewers listening right now that have not heard the
Right,
story.
yeah, so-
While you're
it-
telling this, I am going to use the bathroom.
Go
'cause I'm
piss,
gonna
girl.
pull what you did.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
it's
all right.
liquid.
Wait, I'm gonna tell the story and he can try and figure out what
Do
it was.
better. That's not twerking. That's breaking your back, and not in a good way. Not in a good way.
He can try and fill in the holes when he gets back.
Yeah, he can fill in the
okay,
holes,
so
just like he
female, she was a virgin. I don't know if I knew this at the time. We'd gone out a couple times. We'd I think made out.
Yeah.
We were leaving a bar. We'd been out, had dinner, drinks. I think I walked her to her car and we started making out at the car.
Yeah.
At some point we we sat in her car and we was
Yeah.
kind of a dark spot. We start fooling around.
Yeah, like
love
you
that
do.
for you. Literally
Um,
love that for
Love
you.
that for you.
Yeah, and then at some point, going handy in the car,
Yeah, car handy.
car handy.
Yeah, handy.
Handsy.
I was wearing jeans.
Ooh, bad choice.
And
Sweatpants always.
yeah, well, I didn't think I was getting a car handy when I was getting dressed.
Yeah,
you know,
he was
You
I was
always
dressing
prepare.
I was dressing to
Always
impress.
prepare. You always prepare.
He was dressing
And
for a movie,
you
not
could
for
wear
the
khakis.
not for the after show.
And
Khakis.
it was a very enthusiastic procedure, aggressive.
Yeah.
It was very,
Oh.
but also I was wearing.
Is she spinning her
In her
hand at
defense,
least?
if it's her first time, you don't.
Well, I don't think it was
No,
her
but
first.
also-
It wasn't her first time.
Oh, she's bad at it.
No, it's just bad, and also just did she prep her hand? Was it just dry?
Yeah, and
It
it was
was a
also
dry
it was also
hand.
it was in a a dark
yeah, she
on a-
can't. There's
Oh
no.
my god!
There's
It's
no
like sandpaper.
Yeah, there's no
and I was wearing jeans.
eye hand,
And
it was
hand coordination,
and it was overly enthusiastic, and there were
Yo,
jeans,
she was
and then it
ripping
was
it
also
off,
I didn't want to we weren't again, it was a kind of a
Did you fake it?
people were, well, no, I was like, come on, Chris, you can
do this,
you could just finish. Come on, Chris, because I was trying real hard to
Yeah.
but it was also hurt
Just so it
because it was
ends.
just it was imagine someone conducting an orchestra,
Yeah,
but
with your dick.
dun 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 dun, but and I was just come on, Chris, you can do.
I love,
I was
how
just-
you're trying so hard to make such a bad experience.
I was just trying to
You could. I would have been like.
This reminds me of the
And I
first
did that.
episode
I
of
did
Black
some- I did some,
Mirror when he was
oh,
just-
oh.
This is the first episode of Black Mirror. Bro, if you can't do it, you can't do it.
You can't do it.
Well,
You can't
and
do it.
I tried to get some like, oh, maybe, you know, and
What if
like
you,
a little
like, do
coaching.
this?
And then
Yeah.
I was like, but it was just so enthusiastic. And it also was kind of like,
Were y'all like making out at the same time?
there was some, it was like,
Because I'm
She's
like, you have to be
eventually-
focused on
eventually-
something else.
eventually it had to be like, oh, wait, I think someone's coming. And like, not me.
though.
Yeah. and then, so that, then I'm like, oh, well, there's like, we should, you know,
We
like,
should get out of here.
yeah, we should get
Maybe
out of here
somewhere
before,
more lit
another
and wetter.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever?
You follow up?
Well, the next day,
Oh, I
saw-
just came back and
I
I
went
thought
to
the story was
my-
over.
no,
God
my-
damn it.
Didn't.
there was like, I needed healing. There was like, I got I got
scars,
scratched
Oh
up against
my
my
God.
zipper. I
From my
think.
hand.
Yeah, what was it? Dry
I think
hand
it was
From
a
my
job in
dry
the dark.
hand.
with jeans in the dark
So like a zipper and all
and
kinds
I think
of.
it got scratched up
You
against
got
the zipper at
denim
one point.
burn,
and it like
probably.
I had like I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to like
You had zipper rash.
I was ashamed of
Could you piss?
Well, I could piss, but it was like I couldn't take it out in public because it looked like I had some sort of weird
You had zipper rash.
I had like leprosy on my dick or something because it was like scabbed over from a zipper.
It's scabbed over.
It was rough.
Some people would have liked that.
Not Chris though. Not in that
Chris.
moment.
No,
Not this. version of Chris.
not the guy who buys lube in bulk.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, clearly the conditions weren't right for Chris.
Wait, have y'all ever? So as a kid, I was like very nervous.
This is a crazy transition to
No,
go
it's not.
from this
No.
to as a kid.
no, it's a normal one.
Okay.
But as a kid, I had a wild transition of like not a transition. I wanted to learn how to kiss.
Okay.
How did y'all learn?
I didn't. I didn't.
So okay, what I did was I would. This is
would
embarrassing.
you kiss your hand?
I would make out with myself in the mirror.
All right, go on.
Don't shame me.
I didn't
Don't
shame.
me.
Laughter on a podcast is like
What?
a yes and.
Yeah.
So it's like a mirror.
Go on.
And you kind of like, you just put your lips to the mirror. You just like pretend you're making out with someone. Because I know that's what helped me practice to become a
When
How'd
did
great
that
you-
work
kisser.
out?
And I'm a great kisser now.
When did you have your first kiss?
I want to say like, it was either, what are we considering a first kiss?
Like, what was your first kiss?
Kindergarten.
Well, I don't care.
See,
Wait,
that's
you
the
were
thing.
like,
Okay, then 16, when I was 16.
Okay.
When did you consider your first kiss where movement was involved?
16. First, like kiss.
Like it's not like mwah, mwah, mwah. No.
Yeah, I'm not
16.
counting your mom. Like,
That was good. That was good.
Good. And that's what we call him, Chris New Orleans Demarais.
Yo, Chris.
Chris Fucks.
Where?
That's the same brain reference. Chris. Anyway, so your real first kiss.
Yeah, my real first kiss was when I was 16.
Wow, what's it like to be pretty?
and
What was your
wait,
first
was it with
kiss?
the mirror or?
It wasn't with the mirror. It was with this girl I really liked, and we were at a party, and we kissed, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was okay.
That's what she said. Oh damn!
I just took that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on it.
You're like,
better.
okay,
So I went back to the mirror.
Back to the mirror. You gotta get back on your grind. Back on the
I went
mirror.
back on the mirror.
You go to the mirror, you're like, look, one of us fucked this up. I don't know who it was.
One of us fucked us over.
When did y'all have your first kisses?
Okay, so I've
Mine is also not great.
when
so
I was like in high school.
my first kiss story is actually hilarious.
When I was in high school and like dating men, I'd never wanted to kiss them.
Okay.
But like they would kiss me and I'd be like, no. So I don't
Yeah.
count that because I'm like, I didn't
Okay.
know.
I mean, you're not
My
putting in
first
the work.
consented kiss, like 19?
That's not bad.
Like 19 probably.
That's not bad. I mean, consensual.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So like 19, like in like like college.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mine was 17
Oh, well,
in
there
high
you go.
school. But like we had already been dating for like 5 months because I was
Oh.
scared to kiss him.
That's like 3 years in
Oh,
college,
yeah.
in high school years.
and I was a senior. And
What
he
is
was
that, like
junior.
a whole semester? Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
You might as well have gotten
very
married.
funny. It was very funny. My first kiss story is very funny. Before I tell it, I wanted to know, Chris, when was your first kiss? How old were you?
I was in 7th grade
12.
or 8th grade. I can't remember 7th or 8th
13,
grade. I think it was in 8th
14?
grade.
13
But
or 14.
it was intimidating because the girl
She was
I
taller
was
than you.
kissing, she had told previously, she was cooler than me, way cooler. I don't know.
She was popular.
Yeah,
popular.
and I don't know how I don't know how I think I
You bagged a
I think I
popular
tricked her
girl.
into thinking I was popular.
Okay.
Because like in the one class I was
Give it
friends
to me,
with
turn it
one
into
popular
Trixie
person, so
Okay.
she didn't know any
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
And then she'd also was like, she'd done everything except for had sex.
Okay.
So I was like
Okay.
intimidated.
Yeah.
And
So
I'd be
you're
like,
like,
oh
this
yeah,
girl
me too,
definitely
just
kissed.
about, you know,
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
yeah.
oh my god, same.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
was like,
you still
yeah.
know if you.
But I hadn't. And so then we're like at the movies, and I was like, you know, like, all right, when do I do it? I was like,
You're like,
I was like, I remember I had like so many like breath mints and things, but I was just constantly like the whole movie is like, is this gonna be the chance? I was like, maybe I was just like constantly trying to work
Meanwhile,
myself up.
she's sitting
so
there, her
cute.
eyes are watering.
And
'cause
I'm
of
like,
all
and
the
I'm like, I
peppermint.
remember like going, like, remember the drops that you would get, the breath drops?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember going to the bathroom being like
And
just
then
like,
making out with the mirror, right?
and then,
Yeah, yeah.
no, and then being like,
in
just in
the in
case.
the movie theater bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there's probably this like mint, like
Aura.
aura about me because I'm fucking like chomping on
You're
Mentos.
smashing mints.
And like, yeah,
You're
and
pounding
then
mints.
and then like the movie ends, and we're like, whoa, we're both gonna sit here. We're like the waiting.
At the end of the movie?
Yeah, the movie ends, and everyone's
supposed to make
leaving.
out in the
Everyone's
middle.
leaving
When it's
during the
dark.
credits, and we're like, we're both understood. Neither of us stood up, so we were both like waiting, and we're like, oh yeah. So we're sitting there talking, and then I think she at some point realized I wasn't. I was like, didn't go. So then she just grabbed me and started, and I was like,
Nice. I love her.
yeah,
Iconic.
no, and I was
Iconic.
like, cool.
cool.
And then I remember feeling so cool walking. I was like, I just kissed a girl.
well, the girl kissed you.
Yeah. You know, like it was both of us. We were both there, and damn, I was minty. You know, like
Damn, I was
She was,
mint.
yeah.
that. And I was like, that was, and then
That was pretty
It
cool.
was fucking mint.
and then
Pretty cool.
that was I think that was all we did. I think she ended up. I think she was. I found out she was cheating on me because she was like, well, again, she was like,
She's cooler than you.
Drama.
she's way cooler than me, and
Yeah.
she was also like doing a lot more than me.
Yeah.
And
And you thought she was gonna stop because she was with you.
no, I
kept
was
the
like,
options open.
I found out. I was like, yeah, that adds up.
That tracks.
I mean, that adds up.
Yeah.
I mean,
You were like, I didn't
Yeah.
kiss her.
yeah, no, I mean, I like, yeah, I mean, that adds up. I'm not surprised.
We did 80-20.
If you like want to go back lore wise, if you ever seen the RTAA where I bought the girl a thong for our 1 month anniversary, this would be that girl.
Pussy slay.
That this is like I'm
Pussy
connecting
slay.
like
Would you like a Victoria's Secret
yeah
moment?
and I know
Catalog
I've
or
told
in
the story because
store?
it's animated, but I'll give you the TLDR. I was like again going out with this girl who was
Yeah,
like
you
I-
just kissed her.
No, this is before. I don't know if this was before or after. I'm not sure. We might have already kissed. We might not have. But either way, I knew that this girl was like had done a lot more than I, and I was like trying to like. I was like playing up like I had done anything. And then I was talking to my friend. I was like, "Well, what do I get for our like 1 month anniversary?" My friend, who also didn't know anything, was like, "Dude, you should get her some sexy underwear." So then I was like, "Yeah." So I got my mom
Whoever
dropped me
your
off the
friend
mall.
was
I went
sabotaged you.
went into the Victoria's Secret, looking around. Lady's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, just
That's so
I
funny.
need some underwear."
I'm sorry.
13.
I'm so sorry. Can you imagine
At
being
13.
Can you imagine being? I'm assuming. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She is a 17-year-old girl working in the Victoria's Secret. It's her weekend job, whatever, and just like a sweaty 14-year-old.
Oh, I was probably like 12 or 13.
A sweaty 13-year-old Chris comes in
Panic,
with
like,
with his little red cheeks
and being like, "What do I get? I don't know what to get."
Hi.
How did
So I grabbed. They had a thing.
Sizes
I found the
exist.
cheapest
Yeah.
like thongs. It was like very little material.
Yeah. Well, they're a one.
Because I was like, and I got one. I checked it out. I bolted, and then I remember
Sweating.
I also then at school was like, "How do I give it to her?" And I didn't like. No, I didn't want to give. I didn't want to give it to her in a big. I didn't want to give it to her in a
paper bag.
A paper
like
bag because I didn't want her to open it in front of a bunch.
Bag.
Yeah, I didn't want her to open it in front of all her friends because it was a thong or in front of like
You
the classroom.
Slip it in her.
No, so I
you
went-
stuffed it between the slots.
No,
in
I
her
had it in my
locker.
pocket, and I ran up to her and I was like, "Hey!" And I threw it at her and ran.
Oh my god, Chris.
The only way that could have
No.
been worse if you like dapped her up and left it in her hand like a drug deal.
Chris,
I was like, "Hey, I got you something," and I like kind of like threw it at her like,
That is-
and then ran.
I think you shamed her on accident.
I didn't mean to.
So did she?
I
cheat
assure
on
you, the shame was all mine.
Did she cheat on you before or after that?
I don't know. You know, at some point, someone was like, "Hey, just so you know, so and so they were cheating on you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. So then,
If it makes you feel better, I've also had that exact same conversation.
yeah, and I was like, yeah,
Twice.
good on them. You're like, I would.
Good on that.
So I was like,
Cheat on
hey,
me too.
Yeah, apparently when you don't kiss people, they cheat on you. I learned that the hard way.
I
Twice.
first time I got
sorry,
cheated
that was a
on.
long.
No, that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
No, you're good.
I
You're
want to hear.
good.
You didn't finish your. I want.
My story is not like that.
No,
one. It's not as good as that one.
Yes,
I
this is
mean,
actually live sup draft.
Yes, this is
This is
live.
not live.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Why? What else would it be?
So,
live.
my first kiss story. Again, we had been talking for 3 months. I've been together for 2. He had tried to go in multiple times, but I would always like,
Yeah.
Like, I can literally remember one time I
with
was
the
mid
tumble.
conversation. I see him running towards me. I'm like, "What are you
Wait,
doing?"
running toward you.
Not like
Trying to,
we're-
like,
Running
sneak
for
attack
kiss.
you.
Is he gonna?
He was gonna cancel dash a kiss into you.
No, I mean we were talking at the same time, but like we had some space between us, and all of a sudden I see, I literally in my head, it's like anime lines. He's coming for me, and I'm like, whoa,
Naruto
what's
running.
going on? Like I have to say, I have at least I had dodged his like 10 times, at least
Yeah.
10 times I had dodged his man's
Mood.
kisses.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like whoa.
Oh yeah. I got really good at
Crystal's
dodging. I'm
face.
still really good at dodging.
Yeah.
I can.
I'm like, oh no, don't kiss me.
Yeah, no,
You're a chase me like Blaine. I'm a no. Don't kiss me.
Don't do it.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So what had happened was we were with our friends. We went to a movie. While we're in the movie, we had this thing between us that was penny for your thoughts. And if either of us had to say penny for your thoughts, you had to say exactly what you're thinking in that moment. Mind you, we had already through that. I had learned that he loved me. Fun fact.
I'm gonna do that to you one day.
It's gonna be a throwback. So we were watching the movie, and I look over him and say penny, short for penny for your
Yeah.
thoughts. And he goes like, "I really want to kiss you right now," and I'm like, "So do it." So then he leaned in, and I leaned in, and I'm like, "Ah!"
Kai negs men. I like that.
So do it.
I
So
said,
just like
so I'm like,
do it.
Yeah, just do it, coward.
So then we kiss, and I'm like, okay, lips are on mine. This is what this feels like. I'm literally thinking to myself, okay.
Cool.
When the movie's still going on in the background, and then he starts moving his lips. I'm like, okay, this is the part where we start moving our lips. All right, kiss, lips are still on mine. At this point, we pull apart. I'm like, okay,
We're
been done. And then we go back in. I'm like, okay.
Oh, again.
Yeah, because we didn't do the tongue part yet. So I'm like, I gotta figure that shit out too.
You're
Gross.
like, I
I'm
got
learning.
look.
If you kissed the mirror, you would have been ready for this.
No, because I don't. I
Were you
disagree because
so
the mirror's
into-
not.
Were you so into kissing yourself that you slipped yourself tongue?
Really bold at assuming I was bad at it because he definitely
Okay,
gave me a
I know
7
what
out
I'm
of
saying,
10.
like, if you
He
know
definitely gave me a 7 out of 10. Did you
Okay.
get a 7?
Did
you get a
I
7?
didn't ask
No,
for a
I was
scale.
He
told-
said it was okay.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
he
Said
gave
it was
himself.
okay.
Exactly. So
7.5.
he gave me 7 out of
Both.
10. He just said he said I was doing my tongue too much because I didn't realize I was like, tongue, his turn, my turn, his turn, my turn.
That's like a okay, so okay.
While you're thinking about this, can I
Expose
just
yourself.
finish real
Yeah,
quick?
please.
Okay, so I was
I
like,
have
okay,
a
cool.
comment.
Next time I was fan-fucking-tastic. He was like, oh my God, your lips were so moist, 7 out of 10. It was good. I'm like, yes. And then, so the reason why this story is embarrassing is I didn't say which movie we were watching.
Oh no. Princess and the Frog.
What movie?
No,
Book of Eli.
no, it's
Schindler's
worse.
List.
It's worse. Y'all remember SpongeBob SquarePants out of water?
The first one?
No, the first
second
one's
one?
good. The second one, and it was during the dolphin scene.
That's the sexiest moment.
That's not the sexiest moment.
Sexiest
The
moment.
sexiest moment
It
in
was
SpongeBob history.
out of water. Where
Is
they
that the one with David Hasselhoff?
Hasselhoff.
no
So the other one.
the bad one.
The one
funny.
King Neptune.
Yeah.
That one.
No, that was the
No,
first
that's
one.
the first one.
That's the first one
You're
with
saying that
David
you're all
Hasselhoff.
saying the good
There's a
SpongeBob
second movie?
Exactly.
There was a bad
It's
SpongeBob
not
movie.
good.
Didn't
It's
matter.
That's
not good.
really bad. Where they are, it's SpongeBob
It's not
out
good.
of water.
It's not good.
It's really piss poor. I can't tell you the plot. I just remember they got out the water and there was a dolphin going the entire fucking time.
If you're in middle school or high school and you're going on a first or early date to movie theater, it doesn't matter what the movie is. You're not paying attention at all. All you're thinking about is where are your hands and where should you put them and when should you. It's like it doesn't matter. The movie doesn't matter.
Speaking of, do we all have a movie that we should remember, but like we remember going to see the movie, but you don't remember anything about the movie?
Like every
Yeah.
movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, every movie.
I set this on same brain. My brain resets at dusk.
But I mean,
because
you were, yeah.
No, but I fall asleep to movies, so like I've never seen.
That's not what I'm talking.
Yeah,
you're talking about like a Netflix and like, are you still watching?
So I can tell you one movie that we bought tickets to, and I think I remember the credits scene.
What movie?
The Melissa McCarthy spy movie.
Heat?
No, it was literally called Spy.
Spy, where she's like,
she's a spy.
Yeah, it's literally just called Spy.
I didn't like.
I was so excited to watch it, and I remember her getting on a motorcycle and leaving for the credits.
I don't do stuff in movie theaters.
Well, I mean,
now I will watch a movie.
I feel like this is more when you're like you can't when you're living with your parents.
You're just nowhere else.
Like,
yeah.
The mall.
Sorry, J-Lo's message is crazy.
The changing rooms in the mall. You can make out with someone in there.
Crudes.
Yeah, but
sorry. So if you're watching this recorded, someone in chat said that their friend lost their virginity during The Crudes.
And The Crudes is a great movie.
And I never let them.
Well,
it's a good movie.
The Crudes is a great movie. They have like 4 follow-up
fantastic
movies.
film.
Fantastic film. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God.
But
so
like,
funny.
damn. But my whole thing is like, that's not like a first kiss. That's not a.
That's full penetration.
Where were they? How? No one saw.
I mean, in an ideal scenario, either it was a Redbox Netflix joint, or like maybe a drive-in. Hopefully, J-Lo. Hopefully, it's like a drive-through situation, or a rental.
a drive-through.
I'm sorry, not a drive-through.
Yeah, with like a quarter pounder with cheese.
A drive-in.
Yeah, I would love a quarter pounder.
I cannot believe there's
quarter
not a single
pounder.
movie.
I hardly know her.
I can't believe there's a single
I want the
movie.
5 for $5 deal.
I would say
$5 foot long.
I would say like if I did watch a movie while banging and I genuinely wanted to watch it, I would just watch it again.
You just watch
afterwards.
it again.
Yeah. So
But
I
you'd
think,
get a little horny.
no, my brain doesn't work like
Because you'd get to the part where you stop watching and you'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I remember an awkward movie experience where at some point I was dating this girl that her older brother was dating my sister. So 2 siblings.
Okay. Dating 2 siblings.
Two siblings. My sister was not happy about that because they were dating first, but
oh, and you blew up her spot.
yeah, she was real pissed. So anyway, we went to go see a movie. I think maybe my parents dropped us off.
Yeah.
And we were going to see this movie. In the movie, we were like fooling around because it was pretty crowded. So we could like it was the same thing. Everyone left, so then we sat, and then we were like getting real handsy.
Yeah.
To the point we were there to the point where the guy coming in to like clean the theater like turns the lights on and is like cleaning. We got to go now, right?
He sprays you guys like a bunch of cats.
Yeah, like,
he hoses
get out.
you. He
So
slows you down.
it'd been like a good 10 or 15 minutes, the whole credits of us fooling around. I didn't know who was picking us up. And I thought we were gonna like they would be waiting in the car or something. They're waiting like right where the movie leaves out, and it was my sister's boyfriend. Her brother was like, and we were like walking out. He knew the movie ended like 15 minutes ago because everyone left, and then he had to wait and I was like, oh fuck. Because I was thinking
he knew.
Well, I thought we would like call or be like, hey, we're out of the movie, come get us or something. He was waiting to pick us up, and I was like, oh man.
He knows.
I've had that happen to me, and I wasn't even doing anything bad, and I still feel guilty.
Yo, something similar but also really upsetting happened to me once. I was over at my boyfriend at the time's house, and we were in his room.
Yeah,
and we were hanging out. And while we're hanging out, sometimes you say things.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you finish things. And then I looked at my phone and it said, my little sister got sent a voice memo.
Oh my God. I'm calling my sister and being like, wait, delete it.
What was on it?
I have one fear. When I tell you, when I tell you, I put my phone on airplane mode every time. When I tell you, I put my phone on airplane mode and I throw it across the room.
Oh God, it could have been worse. It could have been like, because my little sister is definitely like super cool. So mind you, I'm 17 at the time. So she's 6 years younger than me. So she's like 11 or 12 in middle school.
So you just delete it.
So I literally
Delete
messaged her
it.
like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ignore that." And I don't remember what her response to me was. It wasn't bad because clearly if it was bad, I would be like freaking the fuck out and remembering it.
Yeah.
But it was it's definitely a moment
Embarrassing.
where I was like,
It was embarrassing for sure.
because at this point she's still young enough that she could tell my mom. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
"No,
you would get your
shut
ass beat,
up.
bro.
I would have got my. Oh my god. This is the same mom that
How did
if
you
this
explain
man,
it to her?
Delete it. You don't. You say, hey,
Did you
delete it.
say
It's like those old Facebook memes where like if you hear me saying mayonnaise or anything, I'm making sandwiches on the top. Y'all don't remember that Facebook
No.
meme? There was this old Facebook meme that was just like me and my brother shared a bunk bed and I had my girl come over. So I was like, "Yo, we're making sandwiches." So I told my girl to say, "Hey, say like relish or bologna for
yeah.
these two things for faster for
Yeah.
whatever." And the little brother is just like, "Can y'all stop making sandwiches? You're getting mayonnaise on the floor."
what?
Those are like old Facebook memes.
No, I remember.
Yeah, I
No, I
remember
remember.
that.
You
Yeah.
said, it's just you said that and you unlocked the core memory inside me
That I blocked out.
of being on Facebook in 2008.
Yes.
Literally being on Facebook
Yes.
in 2008. You unlocked you literally I just
Facebook was such good meme culture.
I just fell into the depths of my own memory and I don't like what I saw.
Facebook was the first place I saw sex, and it wasn't between a girl and a guy.
What? On Facebook?
Yeah, it was not between a girl and a guy.
You saw gay sex?
No.
Oh.
What Facebook were you on?
I think
And
we
on
were on
that
different
note, we should
Facebook.
talk about that in the post show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta. This
You
was
gotta
not.
pee?
I no.
We
I have
all
a,
peed.
Well, no, I have a story about getting a voice text that wasn't
For me.
I think
that
for
was
you?
sent to me on accident.
Was it for you?
Can you say it quickly? Because I think Tyler wants us to hurry the fuck up.
I guess I could do it in the
Do it in the
post
post show.
I'll
We'll do
the
it.
post
We'll
show.
do it in the post show.
She comes to
Hey,
the post show.
everyone! Don't know how to close this, but this is the RT pod, and we're gonna record a post show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later, and see you next time.
I don't know if I can tell that story on post show.
Oh, well,
Find out.
I had no idea how to close it. What the?
Just close it.
Oh, okay.